Yeah, I'm from the UK. It's rubbish. I had a dream last night that you died. When I woke up, couldn't shake it from my mind. The sun sets in your sky and rises in mine. Will our love go dry? How quick the time goes by. How fast our lives entwine. 'Cause I'm not just a dream, I'm not just bad luck. Have you ever been a passenger inside of your own head? Like you watching your life like it's being played by someone other than yourself. How fast it all went by. I was barely a child, now gone 25. Yeah. And they say it speeds up the more you stay alive. So tell me real slow that you'll stay mine. You'll stay mine. You'll stay mine. 'Cause I'm not just a dream, I'm not just bad luck. I'm not just a dream, and I'm not just bad luck. Dankjewel. This is the first costume change. There's many more to come. I'm actually a Beyonce tribute act. But this is my off day. pyrotechnics and everything normally. Maybe there's some in this. What was I going to play? I have a list of songs. I do this every show and I always forget. Oh yeah. What a dumb choice that was. Okay. Oh, love it. Basically, I make a set list depending on how I feel. I play them. But I just realized that this is in the same key as the last song, so I'm not going to do that. Because it sounds the same to you. That's rubbish. I'm going to do it anyway. It's fine. Can I get a bunch less of the acoustic in this monitor? Thank you. I feel like I'm at a rock concert. Somewhere in the middle between what that is and what it was. Yeah, that's nice. This song is called Landslide. Dream on, man, that's what you told me when I said I loved you in the park inside the city. I don't mind if we take our time, but you know I ain't one to take chances. I wrapped it up and set it down again. I can't help it, it's the way I've been feeling, and I stood by your side with my hands in my pockets, wishing I'd never said anything at all. But it's alright, it's okay. When the cold wind blows, you know you're gonna weather it away. Guess in time, it'll work out fine. I hope you're waiting for me when I cross the finish line. Spend most evenings here pretending. You hear the little hints I drop in conversation, and pray some nights that they don't put you off me, 'cause each and every good time happens over coffee with you. Oh, with you. Oh, with you. No, but I'm near exhausted from all this run. Yet in the distance I see the ending line approaching, and I shut my eyes, clutch my alibi, while I hope you're still there in the distance. Critics are calling this a landslide. Standing ovations for the first time in a long time, when I shut my eyes and your lips met mine, and we talked about trading this future for our past. Thank you, lieber. Thanks a lot. Hello there. Hi. How good is Iris Noella? So great. I was rudely talking at the back of the room. And I was saying that it is that kind of voice. You go in the studio and you sing, Larry was saying, one take. She goes in, it's one take every time, I bet you. Me, 30 takes, and you cut every line, choose the best one individually. Every word sometimes. Thanks. So I released an album about 2 years ago, and a lot of it was yeah, it's been very special actually. This is the last 4 shows of that cycle. I've got some new music coming out, and it feels very special to share these songs like 3 years after they were written. Yeah, I've made friends with a lot of great Dutch artists, and we've written a lot together. Judy Blank and Josephine Svan and Yuri Lenches, who was here before. All great people. And yeah, this song I wrote with Josephine, it's called Next to Me. And she does like this great gospel vocal on it that I can't do, but I'll try my best.
Cold wind blows, and I already know that I'm gonna leave you. You pour the champagne, you take off your clothes, but I'm gonna leave you. I know, even though we fight and try to make things right, I can't heal the harm. Your temper's like a hurricane and all your blames tucked inside your heart. I'm figuring we can't begin to fix these things. Such a shame, but it seems that I feel all alone, even though you're sleeping next to me. Dawn is coming, and in the cold light I know I don't think I love you like I used to. You wanna start a fire, but you can't find a fuse. Things are going nowhere, I know. Even though we fight and try to make things right, I can't heal the harm. Your temper's like a hurricane and all your blames inside your hearts. I'm figuring we can't begin to fix these things. Such a shame, but it seems that I feel all alone, even though you're sleeping next to me. It's hard for me to do it, but I know we're trying, but the truth is should know that trying to make love last while living in the past, it ain't gonna work, you know, 'cause you can't just start again. You can't just start again. Even though we fight and try to make things right, I can't heal the harm. Your temper's like a hurricane and all your blames inside your heart. I'm figuring we can't begin to fix these things. Such a shame, but it seems that I feel all alone, even though you're sleeping next to me. You're sleeping next to me. You're sleeping next to me, yeah. Sleeping next to me. Thank you.
I'm doing it again. Costume change. Thanks so much. I'm assuming all of you guys have also done your vocal warm-ups, you know. We're all ready to sing in this building, right? Yeah, awesome. One of you, that's fine. One of you is confident enough to lead the way. Awesome. Two of you, fantastic. All I ask you to do, if you can do it, is this. It's a chorus, it doesn't have any words. I'm a lazy songwriter. It goes like,
Die, die, dum. Die, 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 dum.
right? Do you know? Let's give it a go.
Die, die, dum.
Nice.
Die, 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 dum.
Your parents raised you well. This song is called California. I've never been to California. I've also never played this song before.
Toy car streets, rows of houses all tidy and neat. To hills and the pines, I guess I could be anywhere, anytime. From California to south of England, at the bottom of a river, I guess I'll always find my way back home. Packing boxes, moving equipment, wondering where I'll find a paycheck. I guess the road is built for those with no home. So it goes. Die, die, dum. Die, 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 dum. Die, die, dum. Die, 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 deepest of greens, how could I love you, half you to me? 'Cause I'm just a fly swimming in sugar water, the time of my life. In California or south of England, from this crowded bar in Fine, I guess I'll always wanna find my home. But through dismissive conversation at the bottom of a bottle, I guess I'll always want you to tell me to let this one go. Die-da-dum. Die-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Nice. Die-da-dum.
One more time for me. Thank you, guys. Well, you're very sweet. one of the best sounding audiences I've ever played to. Congratulations on not being very drunk and out of tune. That means you need to spend more money on wine. So, I shouldn't do this really. I have a new album coming out. It's tracked. It's not mixed. It's not finished. 5 songs are finished, which is amazing. But we're nowhere near done. However, if you're interested in it and you buy a copy of my old record, I've got exclusive download cards of those 5 songs that shouldn't be coming out for another year. All of the people involved in this don't know about this. So if you'd like me to get in trouble with the people who are putting this music out, please come and buy an album from me at the end. This is a song from that album. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about that. That was my mandatory sales pitch that everybody has to do in the middle. Thank you. Took a while. Thanks. I would be a shit salesman, so I'm glad that I'm a musician. Can I have some of this water that I keep treading on actually before I do any more? Thanks. That's the song. I appreciate it. The song's called Violent Bits. I'm better off this time on the surface, but baby's got a heavy mind and a phone for burning. Do you really feel these things and feel the weight you're bearing? Now will the mystery end before beginning? Prize inside of my mind, and tell me what you see, 'cause I've been dying to find what's inside of me. Yeah. Tell me, am I in a fever dream? I think I'm falling inwards, 'cause where the river ends, you can't conceal it. Oh, you were saccharine, and great creeks are crystal, but look ahead and see, you won't hold the distance to prize inside of my mind. And tell me what you see, 'cause I've been dying to find what's inside of me. Yeah, why don't you prize inside my mind and tell me what you see? Yeah, I've been dying to find what's inside of me. 'Cause these violent beds are so revealing, but when the fever ends, love, I'll still be listening. 'Cause these violent beds are so revealing, but when the fever ends, love, I'll still be listening. Thank you, Val. I had a cold last week, it's still here. I'm going to play 2 songs that I wrote with Judy Blank. Do you know Judy Blank? She's the best. She's ridiculous. She's so good. And she's become one of my closest friends over the last 3 or 4 years of touring. Yeah. We wrote this song together in Cologne in a little tea shop. I haven't played it in about a year, so I'm sorry. It's called Lullaby. Yeah, of course.
It's getting close to 6:05. I'm staring at the dawn, clean light, while you're peaceful in dreams. I come apart at the seams, hoping that they save your life. Your heart is a centrifuge, the rhythm raining down on you. Don't be so alarmed, they mean you no harm. Just do what they're telling you. Sometimes in the setting sun, it'll feel like it's all gone wrong. All you see is my ghost, the lump in your throat, a temple of siren song. It sounds like a lullaby. Hear the whispers when you close your eyes. Don't fall for its call, don't feel guilty at all if all you do is wait up at night. Am I the ghost in your picture frame, or the mark on your camera lens? What truly is better, that I'm with you forever, or that I'm in a peaceful place? Sometimes in the setting sun, it'll feel like it's all gone wrong. When you look in the mirror, there ain't nothing but fear and no one to rely upon. That's when you'll find me. 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 Oh, that's when you'll find me.
I'm gonna raise them in. This is the most Judy Blank song that I have. We wrote this in her apartment in Parkstraat in Utrecht. So it's great. I miss her. Oh, I'm sweating. This is about being with somebody. Well, it's about not being with somebody and being very glad that you're not with somebody. Being glad that you never really fell for that person in the end.
You can't dance, but neither can I. My friends tell me all the time we spent hours on the phone again. Don't mean that you and I should be mixing up our lives, wondering what it would feel like if we had something better. I thought it would be nice if the bed we shared could be a name. Thought it would be nice to mean more to you than just another flame. I'm glad I never fell for you, even though I wanted to. The only thing I couldn't do, but it never got me down. I'm glad that I don't mean that much. I'm glad that I don't miss your touch. I'm glad you never loved me too. I've been fine, sticking to my side of the line and wondering what it would feel like if you were mine alone. But she can't tell I belong to you as well. We're in a private hell, and one of us is sure to go. Remember all the ways that your body felt wrapped around mine. Remember all the shivers that you swear you sent dancing down my spine. I'm glad I never fell for you, even though I wanted to. The only thing I couldn't do, it never got me down. I'm glad that I don't mean that much. I'm glad that I don't miss your touch. I'm glad you never loved me too. Well, maybe that's true, but me too.
Earlier this year, I got to play at Café Tilt in Utrecht. And when I was there, I got to meet some wonderful people and wonderful fellow musicians who I believe some of you might know here. They opened for me, and it was a privilege to perform after them. And I know that they're here, and I would like to offer some of my stage time to them to play a song to you. So if you know them, are you in the room? Are you there? Hello. I'm gonna hammerly pronounce Zoetwater, but everybody put it together for Zoetwater. Would you like a guitar? You have a guitar? Would you like one? Have one. Do you want me to get?
James, first of all, thank you very much for giving us some of your precious stage time. This will do. Hij zat tegenover haar in het café. En eigenlijk waren ze al heel erg lang goede vrienden. En gedurende de tijd dat ze goede vrienden waren, was hij eigenlijk misschien wel iets meer voor haar gaan voelen dan hij wilde. Hij was misschien wel verliefd op haar. Maar het feit dat hij verliefd op haar was, ging dat dan niet betekenen dat hun vriendschap geen stand meer zou kunnen houden. En hij had het al vaker meegemaakt en toen had hij het wel geprobeerd. Samen vrienden blijven terwijl hij eigenlijk verliefd was op haar. Maar daar kwam hij erachter dat het gewoon niet werkte. En toen hij op die avond tegen haar zei dat hij van haar hield, na veel te veel bier, en zij uiteindelijk tegen hem zei dat ze hem toch meer zag als vriend, zei hij tegen haar: maar alsjeblieft. Echt zo'n mooie introductie. Dan maak je het gewoon stuk. En op het moment dat zij tegen hem zei dat ze hem meer zag als een vriend, en hij in één keer het zijn hele leven weer als een flits voorbij zag gaan, zei hij tegen haar: maar alsjeblieft, Als ik dan toch verlies, verdwijn dan maar in de stad. En dat je weet dat ik je nooit vergeet. Want jij bent het beste wat ik nooit heb gehad. Ineens klapt de bom, waar ik zong dat de liefde begon. Klinkt er nergens een stillere trom. Wat ik niet had verwacht, ik hoor nog je stem, die me zegt dat ik jou niet echt ken. Klapt de luchtbel die jij eigenlijk bent, onbemind, onbekend. Want alsjeblieft, als ik dan toch verlies, verdwijn dan maar in de stad. En dat je weet dat ik je nooit vergeet, want jij bent het beste dat ik nooit heb gehad. Toespring er eens in, dacht ik vanaf het eerste begin. Niet voor niets was er mijn tegenzin, die me nooit eens bedriegt. Ik negeer wat ik weet, maar de drang, ja, die voel ik nog steeds. Ik kruip weg voor de tijd van geweest, die ik liever vergeet. Want alsjeblieft, als ik dan toch verlies, verdwijn dan maar in de stad. Dat je weet dat ik je nooit vergeet, want jij bent het beste dat ik, jij bent het beste dat ik, jij bent het beste dat ik. Je bent het beste dat ik, alsjeblieft, als ik dan toch verlies, verdwijnt er dan ik nooit heb gestaan. En dat je weet dat ik je nooit vergeet, want jij bent het beste dat ik nooit heb gehad. Want jij bent het beste dat ik nooit heb gehad.
Dankjewel. Thank you. James, and thank you.
My goodness. So bad. No.
There's always time for a big or a small Haar.
There's always time. Thank you guys. How fucking good are they? Hello again. They're so good. So good. They could do the rest of the set if they want. The song is called Chasing. It's coming out at the end of November. My guitar buzzes.
Take my soul and run. Your white lies are adding up. And fake your faith, your trust. Leave when it gets heavy. Memories behind my eyes. They visit me every night. Now you're out of mind, out of sight. Why am I still so empty? And now my telephone is ringing, but I ain't picking up. You told me to wait for you. When you dropped me, you lost my love. So now you're trying twice as hard, but it ain't half enough. 'Cause when the best you can give ain't nothing but a front, I guess it's time to run. But don't come chasing for me. Don't come chasing for me now. Don't come chasing for me. Don't come chasing for me now. And rinse me for my love. And fuck me for every drop. And bury me in the mud. But it's where you belong, where you belong, where you belong. I hear my telephone ringing, but I ain't picking up. You told me to wait for you, but when you dropped me, you lost my love. So now you're trying twice as hard, regretting what you've done. But when the best you can give ain't nothing but a front, I guess it's time to run. But don't come chasing for me. Don't come chasing for me now. Don't come chasing for me. Don't come chasing for me now. Don't come chasing for me. Don't come chasing for me now. Yeah. Don't come chasing for me. Don't come chasing for me now. Yeah. I'm never coming back to you. Somebody call out to your brother. He's calling out your name. Whoa. Hiding under the covers with no one else to blame. No. You couldn't help out your own neighbor. You couldn't tell it to his face. You were fucked up by the blame. Somebody call out to your brother. He's calling out your name. Thanks. Thanks. I have a couple. I think maybe we'll see. Now I'm gonna actually play just Destiny's Child song. I hope that's all right. I'd like to thank you for being one of my last pre-Brexit shows. This might be the last tour that I can come here without a visa to work in your country. So thank you for being part of
what I'm going to be calling the good old days in my future. I appreciate you. Thank you. It's a mess. Don't applaud the mess. It's gross. But if any of you would like to marry me or adopt me, then I could live here and then I don't have to do the visa thing. Just let me know. It's fine. I'm low maintenance. Yeah. Actually, no, I'm doing a different song. Change my mind. Speaking of things coming to an end and all of this kind of thing, Brexit is going to ruin a lot of things for me. This album didn't ruin a lot of things for me. It brought me a lot of places and introduced me to some wonderful people. I'm incredibly grateful for the experiences that it's brought me. This is the opening song, so this is probably this is actually the last venue show I'm playing. I'm playing a bunch of house concerts, but this is the last venue that I'm playing for the year. So thanks for being a part of it. And this is the opening song from a record. It's called Weathered. It's really sad. I was afraid, afraid of the storm, afraid of the tumble and the fall and the weight of the world. The world on my own. The world when you left me, upset and distressed, we decided to go. And I will be your shelter in the night and your sunlight in the morning. But what about this constant sense of loneliness inside my chest? And God, why am I thinking of only you? Yeah, only you. Yeah, only you. And I swear you're the same as you were all those years ago. Just a little more plain, just a little more weathered. Be a little bit better, you say. Just a little more weathered, but you swear that you're better these days. No. But I remember you saying, I will be your shelter in the night and your sunlight in the morning. And what about this constant sense of loneliness inside my head? And why are my friends warning me? And what about the little scars and broken parts, the hurricanes and tidal waves and all?
And what about the little things that no one knew? Polaroids and stick and poke tattoos. And I will only think of you. Yeah, only you. Only you. Only you. I will only think of you. Thank you. I have one more song left for you. Thank you so much for your time and your patience and your energy, and for listening to me be sweaty and full of cold. And if I infect any of you, I'm very sorry. I would say that I normally don't sound this cracky, but that's a lie. Oh shit! No, sorry. I have 2 songs. Is that all right? Okay. All right. Thanks. As long as you don't mind. I was very fortunate last week. Actually, this is I'm sharing this for the first time. A friend of mine is a songwriter called Richard Walters, and he's had a lot of music in TV programs like Grey's Anatomy and CSI and Bones and all these really cool sync deals. He's a fantastic writer. He's written for Alison Moyet and Declan Donovan and all these huge names. And he is a fan of mine, which is really weird. We met about 10 years ago and at a show, and yeah, we've been very active on each other's social media for years. And I told him about the new record I have coming up, and I sent it to him early. And he said, "Man, I would love to write something with you." And I went, "Really? Me? No, me?" And I had a writing session with him last week. And is there a bird in here? It's being sent to his producer, and we're gonna put it through on sync and stuff. It's great. But this is a song that I wrote with Richard. I haven't ever played this to anybody, and I don't think I really remember it, but it popped into my mind, and I'd like to share it with you because it's the last show of the year. So, yes, it's called The Conversation. You know when you've been in a relationship and you keep dragging it out, and you keep dragging it out. And you don't want to hurt someone's feelings. You don't want your feelings to be hurt. You get used to that kinship. You get used to that routine. But you know that is not the right place to be. This is about that experience. I'm actually going to put this. Yeah, I am. Where do we begin when there's so much unsaid? Why do stories end? Can't we just keep rereading? I think it's time we had the conversation we've been putting off too long. Ooh. I think it's time we had the conversation I've been holding on too strong. Ooh. If we're being honest, we were fractured from the start. You gave me what I wanted, while I loved you with half a heart. It's killing you and killing me that this is less than we dreamed to be. Are you hearing this? Are you hearing me? Now I'm cutting through the make-believe. Time to make amends. You know we can't pretend I've learned my lesson. I'm lost in the same routine, caught in familiar patterns. I think it's time we had the conversation we've been putting off too long. Ooh. I think we need to have the conversation I've been holding on too strong. If we're being honest, we were fractured from the start. You gave me what I wanted, while I loved you with half a heart. It's killing you and killing me that this is less than we dreamed it'd be. Are you hearing this? Are you hearing me? Now I'm cutting through the make-believe. Now I'm cutting through the make-believe. No, yeah. 'Cause this is killing this and killing me, that this is less than we dreamed it'd be. Are you hearing this? Are you hearing me? Now I'm cutting through the make-believe. Thank you.
Wow. Oh, Richard. Oh, that's a mood. That is a that's a mood. That is. Good Lord. Sorry. I need a yoga class after that. So I'm not going to embarrass you by saying bye, but bye. See you later. Good to see you. I did that unintentionally. Fuck. Sorry. It's worse if I apologize. Okay. This is my last song. It's a cover. They say not to end on a cover, but I think that's bullshit. Because this song is much better than any other song I could write. It's by Randy Newman, and it's my fave. I apologize for being so ill. I can't help it. Gemberthee. Ik wil gemberthee. That's the wrong song. Thank you for being... Oh, importantly, I'm sorry. I can't eat or put fuel in the car unless you guys give me money. There's a donations box that helps fund me traveling across the world. Touring is my full-time occupation, so anything made of paper would be preferable. It's all for a good cause, and yeah. Thanks. The song still feels like home. Thank you for being here. Something in your eyes makes me want to lose myself. Makes me want to lose myself in your arms. And something in your voice makes my heart beat fast. Hope this feeling lasts the rest of my life. If you knew how lonely my life has been, and how long I've been so low. If you knew how I wanted someone to come along and change
my life the way that you've done. It feels like home to me. Feels like home to me. Feels like I'm all the way back where I belong. It feels like home. A window breaks down a dark, long street, and the siren wails in the night. I'm alright, 'cause I have you here with me, and I can almost see through the darkest of nights. If you knew how much this moment means to me, how long I've waited for your touch. If you knew how happy you were making me, I never thought I'd love anyone that much. It feels like home. It feels like home to me. It feels like I'm all the way back where I belong. It feels like home to me. It feels like home to me. Feels like I'm all the way back where I come from. It feels like home.
Thank you. My name is James Walker. I'll see you again.